Come on in. Exit. Come on in. We got to go live. Got some things to discuss. Okay. Lord have mercy. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. I know I'm not very good with scheduling my lives, but yeah, we'll get there. I have to handle some appointment and some information and take care of some business. But I put up a post this morning. Hey everybody, hey everybody. I'm driving, so I might not be able to see your chats right away. Hey. How you doing? Good morning. I might not see your chats. I'm driving. But I want to discuss a few things. I'm still going to do some videos later on. Oh my God. Good child. This would happen while I'm doing a live. Hold on.
The rules change.
Hello?
Hi, Miss Harris.
Yes.
Hey, this is Janine calling from the Contempt Clinic.
Yes. Been trying to reach your home.
Unfortunately, yep, I'm going to have to reschedule your appointment because they only give you a 30-minute grace period.
Can I come as a walk-in?
They don't do walk-ins anymore, baby.
No. Okay. Oh, God. I took the day off today. And I have been trying to call all morning.
Yep, they only do a 30-minute grace period now.
Is anyone available for the afternoon?
My next available appointment won't be until the middle of March.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I actually was squeezing you in on this one.
Oh my God. I need to get seen because they won't fill my prescription until then. Jesus Christ. And there's no one, not even a PN that can see me today? A PA?
That's who they had you scheduled to see as a PA. And see, that's why the appointments are so hard to get because they are already double and triple booked.
Jesus Christ. I need to get seen by somebody because they're holding my prescriptions hostage. There's not. I had an emergency this morning, and I've been trying to call, begging, trying to get through, and was put on hold, and finally got, I guess, the outside service that answered you guys' calls. Oh, this sucks. Jesus. Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find somewhere like next week or something, because the only thing I can recommend is you could call back later on this afternoon between 3 and 4 and see if there's a cancellation for tomorrow or Friday, and then we can put you in the spot, because right now I'm on Thursday of next week and I have nothing open.
Okay. All right. I'll call back this afternoon. What time?
Okay, baby.
What would be the best time?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, I'll call back between 3 and 4. Okay, thanks.
Okay, baby. Okay, bye-bye.
Sorry. All right. I had to take a phone call. Okay, so here is what we got here. I don't know if you guys have seen my post, but I posted up some pictures of the police officers and the response from South Holland PD from my Foyer request. My Foyer request was for the police officer that I put up the photo of today, named Sergeant Storm. And he was the one that carried Jedediah out of the brawl. I want his body camera footage. Now, I think I've come to, I guess, sort of a impasse, because they're saying that they did not have any police officers dispatched or at the scene until after the fight. That is what's in their response, and I posted it in a previous post as well. On, you guys go on my channel and go to the community post. You'll see the photos, and you'll see what I posted up this morning, the 2 photos of the security guard and the officer named Sergeant Storm, that I was able to capture those images from Alicia's video. Alicia got a good close-up of that police officer last night. He was at the Thornton Township meeting last night. Hi, everybody. Hey. I'm driving in case I don't catch your comments right away. But Alicia got a really good close-up in her video of that officer, and I'm so glad she did. If you notice the photos on the post, his name is Sergeant Storm, and he's wearing a police badge. The question is, what police precinct is he employed with if it's not South Holland? Because they're saying they didn't send anyone out. That's what they stated in the response. I got the letter on the post, on my channel as well. So they're alleging that they didn't have any police officers out at the brawl until after it was over. So if Sergeant Storm is not with I'm driving safely, it's raining out here. If Sergeant Storm is not with the South Holland Police Department, what police department is he employed with? That's the first question. Secondly, I want to be clear on this. You can have armed security, even a commissioned sworn police officer, work armed security. But if he is not affiliated with a police precinct, if he's not an employee of the police precinct and on duty, he cannot be wearing a police badge if he is not hired by a police department. He can be a sworn officer. They have a little card, a certificate they carry where they can show that they are sworn commissioned officers. If he is just a security guard, he cannot wear law enforcement paraphernalia at all. It is illegal. It is a felony. It is called impersonation. There's a difference. So if you look at the photos from Alicia's video that I was able to capture those still images from. Thank you, Alicia Nicole. And I'm doing a video about that. If you look at the photos, one of them is a security guard with All Point Security and Detective Inc. That's a private organization. I looked at their website. That's a private organization. All Point Security and Detective Inc. is not the police department. They're not police officers. They're security guards. You can have security guards that aren't police officers. You can have police officers that do go and work as armed guards, security guards. But security guards that aren't police officers cannot wear police paraphernalia or law enforcement material. They can't wear anything that looks like they're impersonating a police officer. It should be distinguishable with their uniform and attire. If they're not licensed to carry a weapon, they cannot have a weapon as a security guard. If they're not registered to be able to carry a weapon, they cannot wear a police badge. If they're not a commissioned law enforcement officer employed with a police precinct. Period. That's a federal law. That's called impersonation. Case study. If you guys want to look up someone who was notorious for that, look up a guy named Jeremy DeWitt. He's in Florida. He's in prison right now because he didn't know when to quit. He had his own little security protection service company that did funeral escorts and stuff like that. But he literally walked around and carried and conducted himself as a police officer. And he was not a sworn police officer. So they gave that idiot so many chances, and he ended up in prison for it. He's in prison. Jeremy DeWitt. So the guard was not wearing a police badge because he is not a sworn police officer. He had on a uniform shirt. If you look at his left arm sleeve, that's why I put his picture up so you all can see the difference. But the Sergeant Storm had a police badge on his shirt. He also had on, I think it was like a walkie-talkie. I saw a service weapon from the brawl on his hip. So if he is a sworn commissioned officer and a actual sworn police officer and works with a police precinct, his badge had a precinct and it had officer on it. It's a gold badge on his left shoulder. You all can see it in the photo on my post. I can't make out the actual precinct that's on that badge. It doesn't look like a badge. It looks like it was a kind of like a Letterman jacket, like something sewn on the jacket. And the back of the jacket says officer. The back of the jacket says officer on it. So I can't make out what the precinct is at the top, but at the bottom of the badge, it has officer. I want to know what police department is he affiliated with, because South Holland is not claiming him. They're saying we don't know this guy. He's not representing South Holland Police Department. They're alleging in their letter they didn't have any police officers there at the time of the brawl. So, okay, who is Sergeant Storm? And what police precinct is he attached to? Because he got a badge. And it looks real. If you look at it, it looks like it's patched on, like sewn on like a patch. But most people would assume they see that type of badge, they see him wearing a jacket that says officer on the back, they're going to assume he's a police officer. So if he's not a police officer, he's impersonating one. If he is a police officer, then what precinct is he affiliated with? And why wasn't he wearing or had on his body camera footage? Because that's whose body camera footage I'm trying to get. The guy named Sergeant Storm. That's whose body camera footage I want. So now I have to figure out what police precinct he belongs to so I can file the Foyer request to the right police department. Because I don't play about Foyer requests. I don't have issues getting Foyer requests filled. I don't. I just don't. And I was on Q's live stream last night. She made a good point not to tell them that I have a channel. I've never had my Foyers denied with it, but I sure will not let them know this time. But I need to know who's he with. Period. Because if he's a police officer and he was allegedly on duty as an officer wearing that jacket with that badge on it, then either he was on duty or he may have been off duty wearing his work jacket, working as a armed guard for the meeting last night. But you guys check the post and look at the picture. I can't make out the name of that precinct, and I don't live there. Of course, now I keep saying that because people want to make that an issue. Oh, you're not from here. No, I'm not. But I can't make out his badge on his jacket. So if you guys recognize that precinct, please let me know what that is. It's a little bit blurry. I'm gonna reach out to Alicia on her video. I'm gonna leave a comment for Alicia because she was the one that was able to get close up on Sergeant Storm. That's the same officer that carried Jedediah out of the brawl, and she was able to get a close up of him in the video from last night's meeting. So thank you, Alicia, for doing that. Now On to some good stuff. So you all, I'm gonna do a video later about Super Stupid's rant and tantrum she threw because she got served by the super server, Kurt. Oh yes, she got served. Yeah, I can't read comments right now because I'm driving, but hello to all. Hello to who's coming in. I see people saying hi, hi, hi. I'm sorry, I'm driving, so I'm just kind of chatting away here, but I'm trying to stay safe. But hello, hello, hello. But yeah, she did a rant, 20 plus minute rant for nothing, because it means nothing. About how, she's playing the victim and blah, blah, blah. Same old stuff. It's like on auto repeat. And I told you all, at this point, she's lost her mind and she speaks a whole nother language that I don't try to decipher and decode. I don't speak stupid. And I don't speak that nonsense. So, But I'll go over the video. I'm not going to react to the entire thing because I can only hear that idiot speak for so long. It's only for so long I can tolerate Super Stupid and her talking. Like, I either have to speed up the video real fast just to get through it, or I don't ever react to a full video of her talking because it's insufferable after a good 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Yeah, I can tolerate 2 minutes and then I'm done. I tap out mentally. It's just, nope, you're killing my brain cells. I can't do it. I don't speak stupid. I can't do it. But at the end of the day, she weaponizes her daughter. She's talking about she's a victim. Oh, she gives away food boxes and prizes for big bingo that are paid for by tax dollars. So that could be anyone doing that. Y'all can get food boxes from a church or a local organization. United Way. Non-profit organizations that raise money and don't use tax dollars that can give away food boxes. Lots of churches have food pantries. They don't use tax dollars. So, I mean, there's other ways to get food boxes. Please do not let a butterball turkey be the only reason why you give her a vote. And understand something. The FBI, they don't operate, and I keep saying this, they don't operate the way you all think they should. And no, it's not interference if you file a complaint and submit documentation. People in Dalton and in Thornton Township reached out. They sent emails and information to YouTubers who reported on this. I discovered Super Stupid through Pink Book Lessons. That's the YouTuber that coined the phrase Tiffany Teflon Tahoe. This woman has lied on national television about many, many things. Because all you got to do is watch video footages to see the damn lie. She lied about the Tiffany Cares thing. There's video footage of her saying she started the organization and then she goes back and retracts it when it becomes an embarrassment for her. When it's looking like she's out here funneling money through tax dollars through this so-called Tiffany Cares organization. Then all of a sudden, oh, it's not mine. It's what's happening is she of course, embarrassment is the greatest teacher in the world. It's like the best punishment ever. And when you're in the spotlight, which she brought upon herself because she's a narcissist that can't stay off of videos and stop live streaming. So at this point, I don't want her to keep talking. I might not be able to tolerate you, but the FBI is always watching. So keep talking, Super Stupid. Yeah, you're doing great. But the videos and all of these things could be used as evidence against her. And when she goes on national television and then turns around and lies and say, I didn't create and start the organization against video evidence where she said she did, all it's going to do is make her look like a liar. And when she's lying about simple things, like just small things, how could anyone give her a pass to believe that she won't lie about stuff that's bigger? Weaponizing your daughter doesn't give you an out. I mean, honestly, if you care about your daughter, you would let her go to her father. You should not even want her in all of this. You're messy. You all over the news. Let her go be with her dad. It's alleged you living above a car wash. That doesn't seem very, stable. I was like, I'm a mother. I would not want my kids, if I can't even have a place to live, a stable home for my child, I would not want to live in a car wash, allegedly, with my daughter or with my children. I let them be with their dad, where they can be and have their own room and bathroom. They can have some stable housing. Like, stuff like that to me makes no sense. But to her now at this moment, to try to make it seem like, oh, I'm under attack. You guys are attacking me. No, we're reporting on you and exposing you. And it's exactly what people in the community wanted to happen, because they wanted help. Because she has hurt so many damn people, it's not even funny. She has put people at risk. She has threatened and intimidated people. She has unlawfully terminated people. She has wasted through tax dollars, disrespected people. The way she speaks and talks, how could anyone make an excuse for that unless you are of the same mind as her? Unless you think the same way. So if you're defending that nonsense, it's because you're two peas in the pot. Or you've lost your mind as well and you're in some alternate universe right along with her. I don't see how anyone can justify that. Not at all. It's sad to know that there are people that think of, after a mere 60 years since the Voting Rights Act of 1965 was passed, giving black people the right to vote and equal access to the polls, to have their voices heard. That was just a mere 60 years ago. The Voting Rights Act was passed in 1965. It's the year of our Lord 2025. 60 years later, and what are we doing? This is how we're being responsible with our votes? By voting for her because she gives out a butterball turkey in Big Bingo. Some of you are at least 60 or 65 years old. Old enough to remember the Voting Rights Act, or at least know what happened from your parents. Remember the protests and the marches that were done in order for you to get that right to vote. You're old enough to remember that. And it's a butterball turkey and Big Bingo that somehow that's all it takes. How does that make sense? But 60 years ago, there were marches and protests. People were being hosed, bitten by dogs, and attacked, beaten by cops, ended up in hospitals, wrongfully imprisoned in jail. Just a mere 60 years ago to get that right to vote. And you throw it away for a butterball turkey and Big Bingo? Good child. Okay, so that's to the voters who might be undecided, because those who are going to support Super Stupid at this point, they're just going to do it. And I think last year I come to the resolution in my mind, I don't make my videos to send her any messages or anything. I want her to keep talking, and I want the FBI to keep watching. That's pretty much it. I'm just waiting on that superseding indictment to drop. This is not about hate. It's about her being held accountable. And making excuses for a grown-ass woman is deplorable and disgusting to me. Excusing her behavior with all this whataboutisms and, well, look at this person here, look at that person there, repeating her rhetoric. You're not born here, your voice doesn't matter. Wow, these are black people saying this 60 years later, after we've had to fight. My grandmother lived in that era where she faced civil rights movement. She picked cotton as a little girl, where she had to participate in civil rights marches and movements to get the right to vote. My grandmother, who raised me. And somehow black people are telling each other now, your voice doesn't matter. I'm not there. I don't vote there. But I speak for those who do. I speak for those who want accountability and justice to be had. Your own neighbors, for those who are sitting here talking about, and you weren't born here, then you don't care. We don't, you didn't grow here. You weren't hatched here. Whatever. Your own neighbors in your community that were born there, that did grow up there, are the ones reaching out and screaming for help here. So you're dismissing your own neighbors, people in your own community. You're dismissing them. And for what? For what? You dismiss them to sit here and support Super Stupid for Butterball Turkey and Big Bingo. That's it. And then, never mind how your own neighbors in your own community feel. Never mind that. So I'm going to keep reporting on Super Stupid until her ass is in prison. I don't give a damn. She doesn't pay my bills. A Butterball Turkey would not be enough to get my vote if I did live there. And I would never excuse her behavior. Never. Because it has hurt too many people. Damaged the lives on national television. For some supporters to just want that to go away. Being disingenuous to those who have channels. Please do not ask about others' opinions if you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear others' opinions, then don't ask. Because if it's not what you want to hear, then you're not going to give a damn anyway. At least I stand on what I say. If I can't stand her guts, I have no respect for Super Stupid. It's not about hatred. No one made her violate court orders and be held in direct criminal contempt of court. And yes, it's direct criminal contempt of court. The judge changed it last week. They have the discretion to do it. She violated the judge's orders in the presence of the judge. And if you don't understand that, then look it up. Google it. There's a lawful definition on that. And what justifies a direct criminal contempt charge. You can look that up. There's information available that is applied across the country. It's not just something limited to the Cook County Courthouse or Cook County. So the judge did upgrade it to a direct criminal contempt charge. She has the right to do that because the disregard of the order, of the judge's order, was done in the presence of the judge in the courtroom. Once the court of record is updated, I'm going to get a copy of it and post it up so that people can see that this judge is not going to just come up with this and change it for no reason. There has to be parameters met for someone to meet that type of charge. And she did. She also violated a court order from last year. These people took her to court to get license permits signed for that St. Patrick's restaurant. They took her to court last year. She was given a deadline to sign those license permits, and she failed to do it under order of the court. So yes, that's a contempt charge in and of itself. But if you defy the judge's order in the presence of the judge, that is a direct criminal contempt charge. And that is what she's facing. Why make an excuse for that? Who put a gun in her head and made her violate the court order? No one forced her to do that. She chose to do that. That was her choosing. So why make an excuse for that? Call a spade a spade. Because otherwise it's disingenuous to sit here and to try to say, well, it's not just her fault, and she there's some responsibility that goes on others. No, it's all her fault for violating a court order. It's all her fault for defying the judge's order. The evidence is in the fact that she defied the judge's order when the judge ordered her to sign the license permit and didn't want to do it. And then had to do it once the judge said, oh, I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't. That's defying the judge's order. That's exactly what that means. Oh, shit. So, yeah, that's exactly what that means. She defied the judge's order when the judge ordered her to sign the license permit. You want evidence on that? Get a court transcript. There was a court report in the courtroom. If you don't understand how these things work in the court, then don't say that there's no proof, because that makes no sense. I don't need to be an attorney. I know how to Google. But look it up. Read the court transcript. Read the pleading. The judge said this herself. This was reported on for people that witnessed in the courtroom. But if that's not good enough, you can get a copy of the court transcript. There you go. So, man, there's a lot to discuss. The deflection at this point is outrageous. And if you got YouTube channels and you're sitting here trying to make, and nobody's telling you who you can and can't support, but I'm just curious to know, and I've asked this of a couple of YouTubers, like, okay, why? I ain't telling you how to vote one way or the other. I'm asking why, though. Why do you support this person? Right? Why? And the responses have been just the same rhetoric she says. So, okay, either you don't have a mind to speak for yourself and you can't express why you're supporting this person. Because just saying, well, you don't have a voice, your vote don't matter, you don't live here. That's not what I'm asking. Who cares? Why are you supporting this person? Because I mean, I'm just curious to know, after 60 years, after black people marched and protested for the right to vote, why are you giving a vote to someone that is under FBI investigation, that is being held in direct criminal contempt of court, that has expressed time and time again a complete disregard for her own citizens? I mean, has just been completely disrespectful and disgusting. I mean, has lied, failed to produce receipts. Well, if anything, I want her to show a receipt. Does she know what a receipt look like? An itemized invoice? Does she understand what a purchase order is? Because I want to see that. She got receipts on how someone else is corrupt. Girl, just show anything. Produce anything that it looks like paper document. Show it. Because otherwise you sound biting. That's what she's doing. Oh, let me sound bite. Let me sit here and say I have receipts so people can keep watching me speak and speak rhetoric and say the same old shit. That's all that is. I pulled over. Whatever she types up, who really want to know? Y'all have names? Birds of a feather flock together. Oh, the YouTubers that support her, y'all know who they are. I'm trying to be graceful about it and not just downright. It might come out either way because I left comments on one of them on their video. It might come out either way. But just in case, hopefully my comments weren't deleted. Or, you know, because if you delete my comments, it's going to be a problem. Especially if you're deleting them to make it seem like I didn't say something. And I wasn't trying to be argumentative. But I did say that that person was being disingenuous. And I did say that that person was being absolutely soulless for sitting here. And I think it's hypocritical to, and I'm going to speak on this subject for a second, regarding justice for Alexis Wilson. I think it is disingenuous to support Super Stupid, who defended the police officers that shot Alexis Wilson and never offered her condolences. I think it is disingenuous and is hypocritical to say, oh, I support Alexis Wilson's family, I support justice for her, while you try to condone the rhetoric of Super Stupid, who defended the police officers that took Alexis Wilson's life. And no one needs to live there to know what happened. It's called police body camera footage. It went viral. It took advocates and people to come there to make that story widely known. Because what type of justice are you expecting if you're trying to give Super Stupid a pass, who defended the cops that shot Alexis Wilson? Explain that hypocrisy to me. What kind of justice are you seeking then? Because Alexis Wilson's mother came to a meeting. She came to a meeting and expressed her concerns to Super Stupid. And Super Stupid would not even look at her in the face. She wouldn't even face her and give her eye contact. She has not ever offered her condolences or apologies to Alexis Wilson's family. And she immediately defended the police, as opposed to remaining neutral, super stupid, and not saying a word. You immediately jump to the police department's defense. That to me is enough to say, I cannot vote for this soulless, heartless piece of shit. If you're going to be a mayor and you don't want to immediately, look at the police department or put them out there that quickly, you could have just remained neutral. How about that? Here's how this response could have went. On behalf of the Dalton Police Department, I would like to say that I am encouraging a full and thorough external investigation. If the DA or the Attorney General decides to pursue charges against the police officers, I will allow that to happen and let the wheels of justice in that investigation turn. But first and foremost, I want to offer my condolences to Alexis Wilson's mother and her family. I am horrified by what I witnessed in the police body camera footage. I am a mother of a daughter, because Super Stupid has a daughter. I am a mother of a daughter. I would not want my little girl to be in a car surrounded by grown men with guns, and for her to lose her life in that matter, alone in that car by herself, with no defense and no protection. I've seen the police body camera footage, and I am disturbed, and I do encourage an investigation, and I hope that it's done. An internal investigation will not be enough. I would prefer an external investigation to prevent any conflict of interest or any perception of biasness. But if there's anything I can do for Carl Wilson, Alexis Wilson's mother and family, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. That's how you can handle that. That's how she should have handled that situation and responded to it. No, what does she do? She responds by defending the police automatically, and never even offered a condolence or an apology. So if you're sitting here supporting Super Stupid, who defended the cops that shot Alexis Wilson, who are not in prison, who were never charged, what type of justice are you trying to seek? Why are you walking around saying justice for Alexis Wilson? YouTuber, why are you doing that? It's hypocritical. Don't you think the family knows that you're sitting here supporting making defenses for a grown-ass woman who's not worth defending at all, and trying to justify this by saying, oh, it's everybody's fault? Who else's fault is it other than Super Stupid, the police chief, and the cops that shot her? Who else? Are we going to blame the tire pressure in Alexis Wilson's car? Because that's the comment I left. So we're going to blame the street light that may have not held her too long before she got pulled over? I don't understand. Who else is there to blame? How could you possibly ignore the passionate speech, the comment that her mother made in a town hall meeting on national television to Super Stupid's face? How could you possibly justify Super Stupid not even looking this woman in the eyes? How? But justice for Alexis Wilson. You know what justice looks like to me? Those officers going to prison for the rest of their lives. 2 of them probably getting the death penalty. Super Stupid being voted out. And investigated for some sort of co-conspirator in that nonsense, because she quickly defended them for no reason. She had no reason to defend them. She didn't have to. And making sure that the new mayor that comes in revitalizes the Dalton Police Department. I was about to say South Holland. They need to be revitalized as well. But the next mayor, he needs to change up the entire Dalton Police Department. hire all new police officers, get definitely a new police chief, get a whole new police administration, all of that. That's what justice looks like. The officers in prison, super stupid voted out, and the new mayor making some heavy changes with the police department. There has to be a way to restore the public's trust in law enforcement. I'm not against police officers. I'm against those who kill people. Because they're regular people too. You don't know what these officers are going through. Some of them were unqualified. I did a video on that. Some of the police officers were not qualified, didn't pass certain tests and certifications to be police officers, but yet they served on the Dalton Police Department. They should already be gone. And yet, this is how they handle a 19-year-old in a car obeying lawful command. Some of these police officers do not even get the psych evaluations they need to determine if they're mentally fit to be police officers. So when Jason House wins, because good God, he has to, he needs to revitalize the entire police department from the chief on down. Even HR, the hiring practices, codify their regulations there. They need to have all of that put into place. Yes, I know the state of Illinois need to go in. The State Department does need to do an investigation and an audit on that police department and recommend a lot of terminations. But the new mayor definitely needs to get rid of all the cops, especially the ones that were there when Alexis Wilson was shot. That's what justice looks like. Because otherwise, how are you saying justice for her, but you can't articulate what that means when you're supporting super stupid and trying to excuse her behavior? Oh my God. It's such an insult. It's such an insult to hear anybody with a platform repeat her rhetoric, but then get offended when she gets accused of being a Tiffany Hilliard supporter. When people ask that, they get offended when you ask them, do you support super stupid? What the hell? Jason House, let me tell you something. You need to get rid of the Dalton Police Department. Do right by the Dalton firefighters. Come up with, you got a whole lot you got to do. You need to come up with a plan to show the residents how you're going to bring in revenue and increase businesses and help small business owners and try to get Dalton out of this deficit. There's a whole lot to do. But you can get it done. Listen to your people. Because your people have been crying out. People in that community have been crying out for help for almost 4 years. Super Stupid was a horrible piece of crap when she was a trustee, and there's video footage to prove it. This isn't something she morphed into. She's always been this way. Unfortunately, her being a supervisor and a mayor was what needed to happen to really expose her. And that's it. I mean, the stuff that was inside of her just got manifested and it blew up like it was on steroids or something. She was always this way. Maya Angelou said it best. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. When these YouTubers are showing you who they are, believe them. No, I don't have a vote, but I do have a voice. And I am going to continue to speak out. Because I don't understand the logic in those who don't. Because a mere 60 years ago, people were protesting and being beaten, experiencing discrimination, not being allowed to vote. And 60 years later, black people are telling other black people they don't have a voice because they don't live here. You're repeating her rhetoric. And it's disgusting. So, if you support us, stand on it and stand by it. Just be honest about it. Because otherwise, you're not being neutral by trying to excuse another grown woman's behavior and actions. You're not being neutral. You're being a complete disservice and being completely disingenuous to those on your platform to the people in your own community that have been crying out for help. 59% of the voters in Dalton voted to recall Super Stupid. Simple math says that if 59% go out and vote for Jason House, he's going to win. That's how math works. He just needs 51% of the vote. He needs the majority vote to win. If you get 59% of voters, those same voters that voted for her to be recalled, go back out and add additional 10% on top of that, Jason House is going to win. That's it. So all the stuff she's doing, buying turkeys and bingo with tax dollars, why is that enough to get your vote again? So you're just going to give it away, is what you're saying. If you don't, listen, you don't want to vote for Jason House, you don't want to vote for Super Stupid, you don't want to vote for Cassandra, then write Donald Duck on your ballot. But at least be honest and direct about it. Be honest and direct about it. And it wasn't me trying not to, I promise you all, because it might get out there. I love comments on one of the YouTubers' channel and under the videos, and I was not, and I told him I'm not being argumentative. But I don't understand your logic in the defense of this person, of Super Stupid. I don't get it. But I mean, at the very least, those who say, hey, I vote for her because of Big Bingo and a Butterball Turkey, they can at least articulate it. But trying to put on this facade of being neutral while you show nothing but some level of defense for her by constantly trying to defend her rhetoric. Oh my God. How does that help anything? How is that helping the people in your own community that have said, nope, we want her gone, we need help, we need attention brought to this situation. And I got accused of interfering with the FBI. Me and other YouTubers, we're interfering with the FBI. And I'm like, explain that, because that's a good one. Please explain to me how I'm interfering with the FBI. Me and other YouTubers that are reporting going Super Stupid. How are we interfering? Then I just started laughing because I was like, yeah, this can't be real. Hey, status quo. Pundia Jason House to win by 82%, not 51, 59, or 61. Look at God, won't he do it? To win by 82%. Woo! No, the FBI didn't say that. The YouTuber said I was interfering. Me and YouTubers are interfering because we're reporting on it. I just laughed. I thought it was funny. I was like, you can't be serious. Are you serious? I'm sure when they don't, they say they're not going to read my comments any further because they're wrong. They just dead ass wrong. Period. You're wrong. You goddamn wrong. But, you know, when you show me you don't understand how FBI investigations work, we can't have a deep conversation on complex issues when we can't even come to an agreement on fundamental facts about how FBI investigations work. Like, if you don't understand that, then no, I can't take you serious on nothing else. I just started laughing. I was like, oh my dear God. Super Stupid, listen, Super Stupid said, oh my God, yes. She said she's a victim. She is a baby black Trump. And you know what? Trump, Super Stupid, doesn't give a damn who you are. Probably doesn't even know you exist. He just knows that he wants the FBI to go get your ass. Trump don't give a damn about Super Stupid. See, out here trying to congratulate him, and I'm gonna rise up like Trump. You soundbiting. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called soundbiting. Soundbiting. She's trying to come off like I'm like Trump. Look at me. I'm overcoming something. Oh, okay. Trump doesn't even know who you are. He doesn't care you exist. Trump will never care that you exist, Super Stupid. He will never give a damn. Yeah, I try to have a conversation with the YouTuber who clearly supports Super Stupid and just doesn't want to own up to it. And I'm like, just own up to it. Just stand on it. Good grief. That's being disingenuous about justice for Alexis Wilson, and I made that known, and I did say that YouTuber was soulless and heartless. Because when you defend and try to offer some defense and protect Super Stupid, who was soulless and heartless, and it still is, about Alexis Wilson and her death, I can't see how you have a soul or a conscience and then talk about wanting to help this family who want Super Stupid gone themselves. They want Super Stupid voted out. So how are you supporting the family when you're sitting here on your platform trying to defend her? Oh, there's a lot of, she was wrong, but there's a lot of blame around. No, it's not. It's her fault and the police fault, and that's it. And the police need to go to prison forever and be charged with murder. And one of the reasons why people in the community started reaching out to those outside the community, to those who had platforms and YouTube channels that can talk about this and bring light to the situation. People like Pink Book Lessons and Hannibal is Hungry and O'Shea Duke Jackson. Having advocates come in like Jedediah. People who can come in and bring light to the situation. Tommy G. He's another big YouTuber. He has like 1.4 million subs. Tommy G. The New York Audit. They came. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm not big on those First Amendment orders, but I was so happy when he showed up in Dawson. I was like, oh yes, yes. Long Island Audit, that's his name. That's the YouTuber. Long Island Audit. He went up in there, woo child. He did God's work that day. Tommy G, another one. Jedediah, you have people who are bringing real attention and heavy platforms. People who are on YouTube, all over social media. This girl made global news. She's being talked about in Australia. People are leaving comments saying hi from Germany, hi from Brazil, hello from Norway, hi from Great Britain. She's become a global phenomenon. She brought that exposure on herself. When it comes to her personal matters, she put it out there. No one told her to go on a radio station and tell people how long her and Kamal been together. That's information now Kamal's real wife can use in the court of law against him. Yep. Because Super Stupid is an idiot. There you go. Yep. So, I mean, God. There are a lot of YouTubers who are supporters of Super Stupid, and you know, the ones that can own up to it, I can at least have respect for them just owning up to it, even though I don't respect them supporting someone like her, as horrific as she is. She's under FBI investigation, people. I mean, come on. You can just watch her response to the Alexis Wilson shooting, and that should be enough to make you want to throw up. That was disgusting. And the YouTuber that I'm disappointed in, heavily disappointed in. Wasn't to be argumentative, but I'm disappointed. And it's a female, so I'm sure there are a couple of others. But this female YouTuber is the one I was, leaving comments trying to understand the rationale. And I'm like, just own up to it, because clearly you support Super Stupid. You're not being neutral. Offering a defense on something is not neutrality. I mean, I don't know how that's being neutral. And everybody has a bias. Be honest about it. Everybody has a bias. I can't stand her guts. I have no respect for Super Stupid. I think she's an alien. She's not of this planet. She's lost her mind. She never had one. She doesn't have a brain. She's soulless. She's heartless. She has hurt her own community. She calls people stupid. She's disgusting, deplorable, disrespectful. She's disingenuous. She's egregious. Her behavior is unacceptable. She's unfit to hold any position at this point. The only thing that she should be trusted to do is pick up trash. And I probably wouldn't even trust her to do that. I can say these things, but because of her actions and her behavior. Period. People who want, why would, that's a good question. Why would people not want transparency? Why would they not want to know exactly where their money is going and why it's going there? You know why? Because people who support her are embarrassed. They're embarrassed. And instead of them just getting over their embarrassment of supporting her and having voted for her and saying to themselves and their platform, you know what? Come to the realization that my support in Super Stupid was misguided. I voted for her. I regret it, because seeing everything she said and done that has made global news, some of the stuff she puts out herself because she keeps live streaming. Fine. Great. Keep telling on yourself. We're loving it. But she puts this stuff out there herself. She wants people to watch her. She wants attention. She just wants people to kiss her ass, and she's not going to get that. You're never going to get that, Super Stupid. Maybe in prison. Good luck to that. But you're not going to get it from us. But she wants that. She told people to get off her live last night. You don't like me, get off my live, but then want everybody to come in her live. Keep soundbiting receipts. Because she wants people to watch her. Why? You don't want people to watch you. For you to keep lying? It's insufferable. It's insufferable. If people ask me, are you going to check out this video? There are times where I have to make a decision. I have to make an executive decision and say, you know what? I can't react to this entire video. The last video that I just suffered through for you all was that god-awful squabble on WVON. And I had to speed that up. I don't know if you all noticed that. I had to speed that up just to get through it because I couldn't tolerate it for like after a minute or two. I couldn't tolerate it. So the people that supported her, they understand she's been a national disgrace, a global disgrace, and an embarrassment. And an embarrassment is the best teacher of all, because it brings about that transparency and it forces accountability, because now you're in the spotlight and you're being called out in the news by YouTubers, by people on other platforms, not just YouTubers, Instagram, Facebook. People going in on Facebook. They go in on her lives. But then she cuts her comments off. Don't want people to read it. Oh yeah, somebody said that. She stopped letting us see the comments. I was there for them. Oh yeah. Because her comments, I'm sure, like I said, she doesn't want the embarrassment because she's a narcissist and she thinks she's not doing anything wrong. And anybody that doesn't agree with her and kiss her ass somehow is, oh, you just don't live her then. You're obviously not a voter. No. They said Jason House is set to win by 82%. 82% of Dalton have told you to go to hell, Super Stupid. You can kiss 82% of Dalton's ass. Let's be honest about it. 82% of Dalton just gave you the biggest F you ever. And they said, kiss our ass, heifer. Get the hell on. Kick rocks. 82% kick rocks. Get your ass out of here. That is the biggest F you ever. If he's winning by 82%. Kiss our ass. 82% of Dalton people have said, go to hell. Get your bum ass out of here, girl. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Super Stupid Felicia. I ain't got to be no voter there, child boo. Hey, Q. Shauna, Butterfly Girl, George. What's going on, man? How you doing? Patricia, everybody. Randy. Oh, it's 221 people in this live. You all better hit that like button. Michelle, Kanya, that's what it should be. Hi, all. Hello. Q, did you see the post of the police officers? I posted the pictures up. I got a couple videos I'm going to do later. I'm still praying on this video Of Super Stupid's rant. She says the same shit. I mean, God. I tell you what, if I get 200 likes on this video, then I'll go ham in on her Facebook rant. But y'all better hit that like button, and it better get to 200. I promise. I swear to God, I will not do it if it's not 200. 200 likes on this video. Come on. I see it going up. You want me to sit here and go ham and do a roast session on her Facebook rant? I will happily do it. Oh, I'll happily do it, honey. I got jokes for days. You all have not seen me at my most savage. I can get savage. I've got jokes for days. You want it? 200 likes on this video. Y'all hit the like button. It's free to do. I'm not asking for money. I always forget to say subscribe to the channel. Hit the damn like button, though. That's the only way I'm going to get a roast session on that damn Facebook rant. And it's going to be an epic 30-minute session of just pure savage. I'm going in on it. I've seen it in 1.75 speed. Because that was the only way I was like, good God. I've seen it. Some parts I fast forwarded through it just to try to get the gist of it. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, she's saying the same old thing. Oh, did she weaponize her daughter? Woo, child, no. See? Her daughters probably need to hurry up and get custody of that girl. Come take her up out of that nonsense. Take her up out of that situation. That baby don't need to be going through all that. That girl losing her mind. And she's got a child in her care. Come get your daughter, young man. What's Justice's father's name? The little girl. What's the baby's dad's name? Anybody know his name? I don't know. Early? Is that his name? Early Walker. Early Walker, please come get your daughter. File a petition. I will give a letter of support if you want it. Early Walker. You got at least 200 people. Hit that like button. That will all attest to you getting custody of your daughter and why you need it. I will send a beautiful letter or a video, however you want it, on your behalf to the judge, saying, please give Early Walker custody of his daughter, because Super Stupid is a brainless Ewok from another planet that speaks a foreign language now that no one is trying to comprehend and digest at this point, unless we just clowning her out. I'm not gonna do a fact check on her or any of that, because she doesn't care about facts. So roasting her ass is the best way to go. At least you can laugh off of that bullshit. I'd rather just roast her ass and go in on her and get a good laugh out of it, because there is no reasoning with her. She has lost her mind. She's gone. She's gone. She's not here with us. She lost her mind last year. And I kept saying to you all, that heifer would have to cheat like hell in order to win. If Jason House truly is set to win by 82%, there you go. I told you all that margin needs to be overwhelming. Hey, Justin, what happened to that lady's attorneys? Super Stupid's attorneys? I don't know. I think one of them didn't one of them quit. The one that decided to have a spine in that Thornton Township with the brawl. Y'all, I mean, Lavelle with his gorgeous ass. Oh, Lavelle. Lord, we thank you. Lord, we thank you for Lavelle. I am going to do a video and react to Justin react to an interview that Jedediah did with Lavelle. I think his story needs to be heard. If anybody is worthy of, some redemption here, I would say it's Lavelle. Because he honestly was not, he told Super Stupid his background. And he didn't want to do that job. And I think, his story deserves to be heard. And I'm going to make sure it gets heard. I'm going to do a reaction summary to the interview that Jedediah did with him. and give that an opportunity. What I will not do, woo, child, he who will not be named, I don't know. Last video I saw him on Bishop's live stream, I call Jedediah Bishop. On Bishop's live stream, he was being escorted into an ambulance. Can you say karma? I don't wish any ill will, but he was being escorted into an ambulance. That is what the video showed. DeMarcus needs to pay for that TV. I'm going to keep saying this until he paid for it. And I hope the insurance company, if they try to file a claim, denies it. And look at the video and say, nope, y'all tell that little weird ass crackhead up there that's breaking the TV to pay for it. That's destruction to government property. Come on, Thornton Township trustees. Stephanie Wiedemann, y'all need to come up with a plan on how y'all gonna get DeMarcus to pay for that damn TV. Hold him accountable for it. Don't let that slide underneath the rug. It's not even the money, it's the principle of the situation here. You want to sit here and initiate a fight, join in on Kamal's dumbass for fighting over a woman he will never get. Or maybe he has, and who knows, whatever. But make him pay for that TV he beat up. You don't fight the TV, you fight the person. But yep, so there's a video I'm going to be doing for the interview between Bishop and Lavelle. I am going to oogle over Lavelle and talk about how delicious he is. And if you don't want to hear that, then you might not want to watch that video. Do not let your kids watch it. Oh, Lord, we thank you for Lavelle. Please come to Georgia, Lavelle. Please let that happen. For 5 minutes. Also, before I forget, I know, Justin, it's okay. I love you too. Mama love you too. Before I forget, I saw an article about Nate Fields. Nate Fields is running for supervisor of Thornton Township. Nate, young man, seems smart. Napoleon Harris, I'm telling you right now, you got some competition. That's how I feel about it. No, I don't have a vote because I wasn't raised or bred, born and hatched and laid an egg in Thornton or Dalton. But, you know, yeah. Oh, yeah, Pam. We bless God for Lavelle. Ooh, child. Part of the reason why I want to do a reaction video to that interview, I just want to sit and look at him for an hour. Woo, child. But, yeah. Nate is running for supervisor of Thornton Township. And Napoleon Harris has got some competition. So Napoleon Harris, you need to start reaching out to people in your community. You need to start telling people your plan, your platform on what you're going to do and your ideas. You have a very good slate. Mary Yvonne is on it. Honey, unask that seat is an icon now. That should be a copyrighted slogan. Unask that seat, Mary Yvonne. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Unask that seat, Mary Yvonne. That's now a slogan and a saying that is going to be affiliated with Mary Yvonne. She's made history. Black History Month. Mary Yvonne. Unask that seat. Epic. I love it. But Napoleon Harris, you gotta do something. You gotta get more personal. You gotta reach out. I know you're a state senator. I know you got a job and all this other stuff. I know it's irritating having Michael Smith, who knows nothing, and Christopher Clark stalk your house. But you still gotta get out there and talk to people. You gotta engage with them. Because Nate, I'm gonna tell you something. He's gonna be some competition for you, bro. He's gonna be some competition for you. So I just, like I said, you might wanna do something if you wanna you wanna keep a lead in this, because there's a Facebook poll that has Nate in what, a 20% lead. I mean, seriously. And I mean, honestly, he could be a very good supervisor. And the article does speak about Nate being Frank Zuccarelli's son. Yeah, I mean, I took that as Frank Zuccarelli being his godfather, so to speak, like a father figure. It's okay. I have godmothers and people who help raise me that aren't my biological parent that I call mom. So, raised there and was with Zuccarelli. I mean, yeah. I mean, if Frank Zuccarelli was a father figure to Nate and consider him to be a son, that's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Y'all come on, 200 likes if you want this roast session. I gotta get out this car at some point. So get 200 likes on this. But yeah, if that's his real father, or godfather, it's his father. He sees him as a father figure. That's all well and good. I'm interested in knowing. And who said it? Nate did an interview with Jed a while ago. Okay, so I have to watch the interview with Bishop and Nate. I don't know who's going to be on Nate's slate. I don't know who he has on his slate. I think he's an independent, right? So I assume if he's running as an independent, Nate doesn't have a slate. Hey, Judge Petty. Okay, so Nate doesn't have a slate. So that means that the other positions, the trustees, if they win, they just become the trustees and they'll just be a part of his administration if Nate wins. But yeah, I mean, I think he has a good chance. He's a young man, and Napoleon Harris is a state senator. It's not like he's not already involved in politics and involved in being able as a state senator to have influence with state legislation and being passed. He's a senator, is a part of Congress. So he's a legislative representative. So he affects laws that are passed or amended and created for the state of Illinois. So he just got to get out there. You got to get out there. You got to be more of a presence, Napoleon Harris. That's not to be funny. It's like, how that works. So take heed to wisdom. Because Nate is doing that. And if he has this impression from Frank Zuccarelli, who seemed like a really good guy. I'm not familiar with Frank Zuccarelli. I don't know fully his history. I do know he passed away. But from what you guys say, people who lived in the community, because, I wasn't born there, but people who were, speak highly of Frank Zuccarelli. So Nate is going to be some good competition for Napoleon Harris. It's not to split the vote, but this is where this whole research who you're voting for comes into play. Make these candidates earn your vote, because a lot of black people had to go through a lot of shit to help secure your right to vote, especially as a black and brown person. Oh yeah, a lot of people had to go through a lot of shit to get the Voting Rights Act of 1965 to become a part of our reality. So good luck to you, Nate. If I had a vote, I would sit down and talk to him. If I can't get in touch with Napoleon Harris and figure out what he's doing or his ideas and his platform, probably would vote for Nate myself. I'm just saying. It doesn't mean Napoleon Harris is not a good candidate. No, it just means that he got some competition and he needs to go out and really put some effort into telling people about what his plans are and what he would like to see, and then getting the community involved and asking them, what changes they want to see, and then putting out a real plan and platform of policies in place realistically, so that people can see and know what they're voting for. That's how you do your research. And Nate is doing that. Bottom line. Would Napo be available for the role with his already busy schedule? Seems Nate would be active and fully devoted. Well, I mean, I would hope that if Napoleon Harris is the supervisor of Thornton Township, that he's not going to be state senator. But I don't think that, anybody should be holding two positions. Super stupid is a lesson learned about that. She had the mayoral and supervisor position. There's no reason for that. You can get there are others that will be more qualified and capable of doing these jobs individually. You don't need two people filling those types of roles. So no, I would not want Napoleon Harris to be a state senator and a supervisor of Thornton Township at the same time. I just don't see why he needs to be in both. Maybe he moves the needle and he helps to get Nate in. I don't, maybe it was just to make sure that he secured a nomination and made it easier for Nate to get in. I don't know. But if Napoleon Harris wants to remain state senator, he should stay there. Nate can be supervisor of Thornton Township, and then they can work together. There you go. And then you have Jason House as the Dalton mayor. They can all give each other great ideas and help to get Christopher Clark the hell up out of there, out of Harvey. Since he likes stalking people. You admit in a hearing you drove past another grown man's house 50 to 75 times. Why? Like, seriously. Hollering at you from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Hey, Nima? Is it Naima? Ooh, that's a pretty name. Naima? Well, welcome from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Did you enjoy the Super Bowl? Kendrick Lamar's performance was epic. So yeah, I like that little trifecta. You got Napoleon Harris, state senator, Nate Fields over there at Thornton Township as supervisor, Jason House over there in Dalton as mayor, and then they all work together and feed off each other and tell Christopher Clark to go to hell too and get his ass out of there. Going past grown men's houses 50 to 75 times and ringing the doorbell. What? How old are you? Bro, get on. Bro, get on. I think Napoleon Harris, and this is just my theory. Theory time. It's my theory that Napoleon Harris and his smart and competent attorneys, because they're very smart, they're sharp, made a way, opened up a path here. Theory time. To ensure that Super Stupid, under law, was not eligible. He got a great slate together. And then Nate, running as an independent, can slide right on in. That's my theory. Well done. I think that's my theory. It sounds like a good plan to me. I think, Napoleon Harris can continue to serve as a state senator and do well in that and implement some legislation to ensure that one person does not hold two significant positions like that in the state of Illinois. I think the House Bill 1084, because I do read up on these things, that they're trying to pass to get Brandon Johnson recalled through a vote in Chicago. They need to add Super Stupid and Christopher Clark to that House bill. It should not be a difficult process to get someone recalled. It should be by the vote of the people, and that's it. They voted that person in. They should be able to just have a vote to recall them. Shouldn't be a two-step requirement and all this other stuff. You got to go to court and fight it and all of that. Nope. Should be by a vote to recall. Simple vote of the people. An election recall. That's it. What they're trying to pass under House Bill 1084 for Brandon Johnson in Chicago is the same thing they need to do for all the mayors in Illinois. They definitely need to add Super Stupid and Christopher Clark to that House bill. So I think that, Nate has a great chance of winning. I think he should win, to be honest, and still be able to have some of that wisdom on that slate. Mary Avant, Valerie Stubbs. That's a great slate. And Napoleon remained state senator and helped bring about some legislation that can, fare well for people in Thornton and in Dalton, and work with Jason House and Nate Fields to make some real powerful changes happen. That would be fantastic to see that trifecta. That's my theory. That's my theory. Theory time. Theory time. Theory time. All right. What else did I want to make mention of? Whoo, Lord. All right, so we had 145 likes, and I got to go. I got to get, it's 12 noon. I got to get in the store. It's 12 noon my time. Got to get in the store, guys. Listen, I don't mind doing a roasting session on Super Stupid's Facebook Live she did, where she just ranted and cried and yammered on. But I got to see 200 likes in order to get that roasting session video. Because I already told you all I'm going to be reacting to Bishop's interview with LaBelle. Because yummy. Because I want to do it. So let's get 200 likes if you want to see that roast. It's going to be good. I came on late. What were you saying about 82%? It was another commenter on here that said that Jason House is winning by 82%. I haven't seen the latest, like the poll. Is there a poll measure to figure out where they stand based on the votes right now? He's predicted to win by 82%. I'm gonna say that. Let me say that. I think that's what was said. Eyes open. I'm your new subscriber from Baltimore. Welcome to the LLC, honey. We have fun here. Welcome. Listen, I have been so blessed. So many great people in Dalton and Thornton. You guys have been supporting not just myself, but other great YouTubers who are speaking the truth and just bringing about transparency, supporting the content, supporting the channel, subscribing. I don't hate any YouTuber, and I certainly respect your decision on who you want to vote for, because you got the right to do it. But if I'm just confused and I'm giving my opinion and trying to seek some understanding in why you support Super Stupid, don't get offended. Especially when all you do is sound like you're supporting her. I mean, seriously. I'm not doing this to be neutral with her. I can't stand her guts. I hope the earth opens up and swallows her ass into the core. I have no respect for her, but she has no respect for no one. So what she gives out is what she gets back. I don't owe her respect. It's something she earns from me. And she has it. So, it is what it is with that. Let's see here. All right, y'all. 149. We almost there. I say you got to get to 200 because there's 190 people watching. It went down from 200 people watching to 190. Y'all got to get to 200. 200 likes. But I see 200 likes, and I will do a roast session of that god-awful rant of Super Stupid, because that's the only way I want to even do a video on that. It's going to be a roast. That's it. It can't be nothing else. It's just got to be a roast. That girl's so damn dumb. Child. Woo. I was just disgusted at her trying to weaponize her daughter. The ice skating rink thing, $1.4 million on that. But you don't want to admit you bought $40,000 worth of fake ice. But you proud of the $1.4 million you spent on it? Make that math make sense. I'm serious. I just don't understand the math on that. So, yeah. Now y'all see why I call her Super Stupid. All right. Carla, not even her parents and daughter. She don't care about nobody. It does seem Nate Poe is a placeholder for Nate. Poe giving up senator would be a step down. His next step would be U.S. Senate, etc. Township may pay more, but way less influence. I mean, I don't think Napoleon Harris needs the money necessarily. He's not doing it for the money. I think he was just doing it to be like, all right, we're gonna have to do something because this girl cannot know. They read some laws. His attorneys advised him well, and he followed the law regarding a caucus. And fortunately for all of us and Napoleon Harris, Super Stupid does not read or do math or count. You know, she one of the ones where you ask her to count to 10, she gonna say 1, 2, 4, red, great, Kool-Aid, chicken. That's what you can expect trying to get her to count to 10. One, two, four. Then she gonna give a color, grape, Kool-Aid, chicken. There you go. See, I know how to count to 10. Woo, child. Ask her to spell something that's got more than 5 letters. See how well that goes. I'm still waiting on her to use words that have more than 3 syllables. Super Stupid, can you say onomatopoeia? You brainless goon. Oh, what a simpleton she really is. All right. What's a tangle? What a tangle web we weave when you don't learn how to read. That's what you can get out of this roasting session when I see 200 likes. I gotta go, y'all. It's been fun. Somebody tell me who Sergeant Storm is and that badge, because I don't know all the police precincts there, but you know, let me know. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Super Stupid playlist on the Lady Luck Club channel. There's a whole playlist of all that and more. And I did a reaction to a music video from Quando Productions. Oh, I wish they'd do another one. Please do more. I actually left that comment on their video. Please do more. Do more videos. You taunting this girl because we just love it. We're here for it. But you guys stay safe. I gotta run. I got some things to do. I love you guys. Thank you all for the support, for super chats, for super thanks, for all that super stuff. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the views, the likes, even to all the haters. Just hit the like button. You know, you can hate my guts all day. And yeah, it's okay to have a difference of opinion, but you know, stand on it. Be clear on it. And I wanted to make sure I got that out, you know, about my comments I left on that YouTuber's channel, so that you all can understand my tone and how I said it today. Yeah, I'm passionate about it, but I wasn't being argumentative. It wasn't to be insulting. And I meant what I said. I'm not going to retract it. I'm not going to take it away. I meant what I said, because I've been listening to this person, you know, on the live streams and just trying to gauge their thought process in this. And it just doesn't seem like there's not much there. They have some helpful information, but to me, it doesn't make up for the complete defense they keep offering Super Stupid. And it's like, listen, this soulless miscreant from hell is not worth defending, but you keep trying to do that. And that whole Alexis Wilson thing is what really just kind of, that did it for me. I was like, no, if you support her on that, or you're trying to make an excuse for that, or you're trying to shift blame from her away from the Alexis Wilson shooting where she defended the cops, then you have no soul. I meant what I said. I meant what I said. I want to say who I'm talking about, but I'll see if this person says something. They might do a video and they might put it out there and try to paint this picture, but go in the comment section if they do. If the person does say something, speak on it, go in the comment section. And then come back to my video. I know I got to do subliminals right now, because I don't want the focus to go on like we're beefing or anything, because we're not. I made my point and I made it clear. All I got to do is show the video Super Stupid defending the cops for shooting Alexis Wilson, and show the video of Alexis Wilson's mother, Cara Wilson, confronting Super Stupid in a town hall meeting. That's all I got to do. And from there, you can gauge the rest on that. You can, oh, okay, yeah. And go to that YouTuber's video and hear them try to deflect and shift blame off of Super Stupid, while they still talk about, oh, justice for Alexis Wilson. What? Maybe I'm speaking as a mother. I would never want my child to lose their life in that fashion, and then to see a mayor or hear a mayor jump to the police defense and not even support an external investigation on it. Are you kidding? Child, please. So yeah, I had to let it be known. I spoke my mind. There's a whole lot of comments on that video. But I'll let them say something about it. If they don't, then it'll be a mystery. But if they do, then I will come back. I will come back. And my response will be epic. And I'm not going to withhold anything. I don't want to shift attention away from the real issue at hand, and that's super stupid and why she needs to be voted out, though. So you all go and vote. Read up on history about the Voting Rights Act of 1965. And remember what black people went through to even get that passed, that piece of legislation passed. And stop throwing out your vote because of a butterball turkey and a big bingo prize. Don't do it. It's a slap in the face to those who had to endure what they endured to secure that right to vote. All right. You guys have a good evening. 164 likes. I'm going to come back, when I leave and check this video later, see if we had 200. And we'll go from there. You guys have a good day. Be safe. And to the next video, Lady Look out. Deuces.